YouTubers, back again, making more videos for you. All right, so let me adjust this. Looks like it's a little off. All right, so I came across an individual who I won't mention her name, but I get the request of help. Basically, I want to become a state citizen, but this particular person was born in Washington, D.C. Okay, so wow, I didn't even know where to start with this one because I've always kind of wanted to meet someone with the situation, and then I was presented with it, and it's like, okay, how do we conquer this? And remember, all this stuff is for educational purposes only. So faced with this, I didn't even charge her for a consultation because we were going to hit this one straight on, head on together. All right. So after speaking, learning all the ins and outs of information, it really truly seemed that this person was kind of foobarred. But then we both kind of came up with some scenarios, and one of which is the fact that you can still and always do a declaration of status. Um, but the hard part comes in at because her birth certificate and certificate of live birth um, say Washington, D.C., okay, which is a district. It's not actually a state. So it'd be like being overseas and you're British, but then you were born on an American base. You are an American, even though you live, you know, in Britain or England. Um, so, but if you do a declaration of status, um, you're basically declaring that because they're not going to tell you who owns and operates Washington, D.C. So, but the hospital she was born at is technically in the area of DC. Now, some of the stuff that we didn't sit down and talk about is that because I know some of that land was seceded back to Virginia or Maryland, um, if it's in the part that is still technically DC, or if it's the part that was considered old DC. But in general, so a declaration of status would definitely still yet be something because you're swearing to it. Um, you're basically taking, at least in mine, there's a section in there where you take it to the notary and you're getting it notarized by your head of state to basically say, hey, I'm declaring that I'm from this state. That's what it is, blah, blah, blah. So that was one way. The other way, which was also clever, is that they don't know if you were truly born at the hospital. You could say that, hey, I was born at home and then transported, to the hospital, which in case they're still going to say that you were delivered or you were born at the hospital and deliver it. You can do that in your declaration of status. You can do that also with your parents because if you look at the passport application, it says that they will accept um, a declaration made by your parent or parents, grandparents, or your family Bible, keeping track of the lineage in there. So that's those are the options that we came up with that. But I thought that was an interesting thing because it's not like she was born in one of the outlying territories. I mean that's the actual territory owned the land that is considered the United States. So wow. But then also thinking about it now, does that make that person higher in citizenship because they were technically born in a foreign jurisdiction? Because that jurisdiction then grants lower or citizens a lower status of being considered a 14th Amendment. I hate to say lower because sounds like that, but in fact, that's really what it is. So would that make that person the equivalent of a nation or a state? I mean, all of our states incorporated through, well, at least the federal part of it, all incorporated through Washington, D.C. So is it a blessing or is it a curse? The jury is still out on this one. So if anybody knows, let me know. I'd be interested to find out. Um, but I don't know. So I told her this has to be something you want to do. Make sure that, maybe even do some more research. But if you feel so strongly that you just want to be known as a state citizen, you don't want to even take the chance of it being something higher or better, um, then by all means, do what you have to do. But here's what's interesting. She actually got a passport before with her information, her certificate of live birth, and when I asked her to pull it out, or her book, there were no stars on it or no asterisks. So, in fact, could having none be a better thing than having five? So that's what I'm saying. So when people are arguing, like one is better, four is better, two is better, this or that, another, we really don't know all of it for sure. But a real quick blurb, like I said, definitely have found out that people from other states, other foreign jurisdictions, who've come here to become citizens have gotten one or two. We know three typically has been non-U.S. nationals or just over U.S. nationals. I've also found out four has been given to a military friend of mine, um, and still haven't met anybody with, I did run into a person who claimed five and showed five and kind of gave me some information on getting the fifth one. But I'll bring that to you guys in another video. So we're tracking down that information. So, but anyway, that was just food for thought, in this grand scheme of things. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out some of the options and offers down below. Bad Wolf is over and out. Oh, before you go, bell, like, and subscribe, because as you have noticed, we're doing pretty good, growing in numbers. So, but keep this in mind. For me, it's not really about like anything other than the fact that like we're spreading the word to those people and waking them up to become nationals, U.S. nationals, state citizens. That's what it's really all about. So thank you for all of you who have spread the word and promote my channel and all this information. You guys are awesome. Fellow wolves, you guys are making it happen. So thanks. More videos to come. Talk to you later.